Hello, happy Tuesday. Welcome back to my channel. I got my tea, y'all. I got my tea. Welcome back to my channel, Georgia Girl Everyone Wellness and more. I usually do Testimony Tuesdays, but today I just want to do some current events. Hope everybody's having a awesome Tuesday evening. Staying warm. Whew. It's been some cold days, y'all. I was having one of my days yesterday. When it be cold, I feel miserable. And I don't be want to do nothing when it's cold. But I felt like coming on. I saw the story about Rob Reiner and his wife. Prayers going out to the family. It's a sad tragedy. Over here, I do current events like trending news and things like that. And wellness. If you've been following me, you know I've been doing Vlogmas all month. We're on day 16. We're 9 days away from Christmas and about 15 days from my birthday. I think about 15 days. Hey, Miss Key, how you doing? Happy Tuesday. You got your tea, girl? You got you something to keep you warm? Ooh, child. I have been feeling miserable these last couple of days, but I'm okay. I'm going to go with it. If you're coming in the chat, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe. Did you hear about the Rob Reiner and his wife? It's sad. You know, I'm just going to speak on it. You know, there's some current events and stuff like that. You been drinking some water? No caffeine? That's why it's cold out there, Miss Key? They ain't like you, girl. They ain't like you. Oh, did you ever watch him on All in the Family? Hey, young Riz. How are you doing? Hope everybody's staying warm. I tell you, these days make me feel miserable, y'all. I'm just going to tell you. Hey, Frank, how you doing? Happy Tuesday. Today is Tea and Talk. You know, I usually do Testimony Tuesday, but I want to talk about Rob Reiner and his wife. I see Frank had shared some things about him. Y'all don't know him. He played in All in the Family. He did some movies. He got some good movies out, y'all. He got some real good movies to watch. I love it. Do y'all have a favorite movie? Now, one of my favorite is Misery. Y'all remember the movie Misery? He directed that movie. That was a good movie. And he also played in All in the Family. I just want to talk about that because y'all never noticed that a lot of tragedy does happen when it come up to the holidays. Do y'all ever notice or y'all ever hear about things like this happening? You know, when it comes up to holidays, something happened. I know they had a shooting, when it was a mass shooting somewhere at a school not too long ago. Yeah, the devil is just so busy, y'all. See, I'm gonna read about it, but it's over the news. It's trending, and I was trying to read about it a while ago. I had did a short video on it yesterday. I see a lot of people have been sharing different things. Hey, Blue Light, how you doing? That's my little boy there, y'all. Hope everything's good with you, Blue Light. All right. You should feel better you told your mom the truth, okay? You're welcome, sweetie. Always be honest with your mom when it comes down to stuff like that. Just because you don't want your mom to get in trouble, okay? You don't want your mom to get in trouble behind you not going to school. Just talk to her, you know? I'm glad you got everything cleared up. But I'm going to get into my commentary today. But yeah, I want to speak on Rob Reiner and his wife. Yeah, that's Little Blue, y'all. He have a little 10-year-old. I'm moving to online school. Are you? Wow. So what, they're bullying you at school, Blue? That's sad. You 10 years old and you got to go to online schooling? Wow. So after you told your mom, so she got with the school and everything? So your mom talked to the school. Did she get on you? I know. Hey, Butt Files, how you doing? I'm talking to one of my little subscribers in the chat. His name is Blue Light. He ain't but 10 years old, y'all. He our little boy over here. And he had came in the other day with a problem. He asked me for some advice. He had got to fighting at school. I know she did. He got to fighting at school because someone was picking at him. It was talking about his dad. And his dad has passed. And he had kept it from his mom. And I told him to tell his mom, don't keep nothing like that from his mama. So he came out today to let me know that he talked to his mom, but he will be doing online school. And it's sad that you're going to have to be going to online school. You ain't but 10 years old. All the bullying and picking need to stop. You know what I'm saying? It need to stop. So you're going to be doing online school. You make sure you study, do your work, and please do what your mama say, okay? Don't be disobedient. And that's going to go into my topic today. I'm talking about Rob Reiner and his wife. They allegedly got their son for the murder. So he was being a disobedient child. If he did that to his parents, God would not be pleased with him. God would not be pleased with him. Thank you, but I need to work now. I was taking it. Okay, you going to work now. Keep me up to date. Keep me updated on what you got going on, okay? I hope the online school work out for you. But try not to be in a lot of this online YouTube. You don't need all that type of distraction. My channel, I try to keep it positive, but you're young now. There's some channels you probably don't need to attend. So if anytime I can help you, I will. I wish you much success with your online class. And just remember what I say. Be mindful. Don't be a disobedient child. Do what your mama say. Whatever your mama say, you do it. Because if not, you'll pay for it in the long run. That was Blue Light, y'all. He was 10 years old. He one of my little subscribers over here. And when they come in and say they got a little problem, if George Girl and the troopers can help them out, we try to do what we can. So we're going to get into the whole drama started on Saturday night at a party. Yeah, I read that. So I know you shared about the story. So Frank, put in the chat, what do you think his motive was? What make you think he did what he did? He started with 32. Let me get to the story right here. He's 32 and he said he been living on the streets, been on drugs, but he has some rich parents. Rob Reiner was a rich man. You hear me? He did movies, he did different things, TV show.
Wait about a pharmacist. Someone got hurt.
Somebody had a wreck? Who it was? They were black and white.
I don't know.
Oh, what about a pharmacy?
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's why I was just saying there'd be so much going on in the So if y'all have followed this story the last couple days, what do y'all think his motive was? Do you think whoever his lawyer is, y'all know, they're going to try to make it seem like he was out of his mind. He was on drugs. And, they try to put everything on mental illness. So what do y'all think his motive was? Was it money? He wanted attention? He just was all just mixed up? I mean, he was going just, I don't know. Because they say they had a party. They went to a party somebody was hosting the party.
This ain't book.
Oh, that Lord. Bring it closer.
Oh, that's Lord.
Put your leg down. It might not hurt if you just put a little bit in there. But what do y'all think his motive was? I'm gonna read some about it. And like I said, he had some rich parents, you know, and they let you know money. Jumping around here already now. They let you know that you could have money. He didn't probably have no money, but his parents did. But something happened to this young man. Something happened. Something happened to him. And I'm sure that, I'm just trying to find something right quick. I'm sure that his parents took care of him till he got to an age where, you know, hey, TNT, how you doing? All of above. Now, money is not everything. And people can have all the money in the world. I'm talking about Rob Reiner and his wife got killed. You heard about the movie director? He played in All of the Family. He played in a couple of movies. How you been doing, TNT? Good to see you. No, it's not. Girl, you can have all the money in the world and you still don't be happy. But I'm sure his parents did what they could for him. But like I said, a lot of people feel like they don't want to help themselves. You know what I'm saying? You got to want to do better for yourself. And I'm sure, you know, I'm gonna read some stuff about it in a few minutes, but I'm trying to find something right quick. This is who I'm talking about today, y'all. I know y'all probably seen it on the news, probably seen it on YouTube. This is what I'm talking about right here. Director Rob Reiner and wife Michelle Singer was found dead in their home. They said, I think they have arrested their son now, but at first they hadn't arrested. I guess they had to do some investigation. But not so, girl, I know. I was so miserable yesterday. Oh my God. I was just straight miserable yesterday. But today I've been basically just trying to stay warm. I've been drinking my tea and doing different stuff. The son was supposed to see the judge today, but he backed out. Did they get killed? Yes, they got killed. They said their son did it. This is Rob Reiner and his wife. You probably be familiar with him on these shows right here. He played, did I put it in here? This used to be my mama's favorite show right here. One of my mom's favorite show. All in the Family. He was the son on this show. That's him with the mustache. But he turned out, to be a writer, producer. He was a director. He had some good movies. He had some real good movies. And they say he was worth, now for what I read, the man is worth $200 million. So I want to know what this boy motive was. Did he think he was going to get away with killing his parents? They ain't even looked at nobody else. They ain't looked at no other suspects because they was already having problems. And you know how people talk. They said they was at a party, so he was just acting weird at the party and everything. They was at another celebrity party on Saturday. But they say he was acting weird. He was, just wasn't acting like himself. So right here, they said director Rob Reiner and wife Michelle Singer stabbed to death in their LA home. This is a devastating loss for our city and our country. Do as Mayor Bass said. They lived in Los Angeles. He was trying to step up to his father. Yeah, I heard that they got into it. And I'm going to tell y'all something. We as parents, we try to help our kids. We try to do what we can for them. But when those kids start getting the big head and thinking they can tell you what to do and how to do, it's time to let them go. I have 2 grown children. I do what I can for them. And if I can't help them, I can't help them. See, like I said, he was rich. Rod was rich. He had some money. You hear me? And I'm sure his son probably was spoiled as he was coming up. And you know how some children be. You spoil them when they little, right? You spoil them when, we spoil our kids when they little. We do that. We spoil them. But you also want them to know about life and what they expect when you get older and things that you should stick with. And, I'm sure his parents try to teach him the values of life and what not to do and things like that. And the tea is so good. I'm drinking some ginger tea. When 32 and you think you can step up to me, I will forget that you're my child. That's what I'm saying. See, Frank, you know what they're going to say? Oh, he was all sprung out. They're going to try to put some mental illness in there. But he did that to his dad, his parents. He know God is not pleased with him. He's not pleased with him. So I'm just reading right here. I'm drinking some ginger honey tea. Welcome in, everybody. We're talking about Rob Reiner and his wife. He was stabbed a couple of days ago. They said their son did it. Have they arrested him yet, Frank? Because I was reading where they supposed to charge him today. But I don't think they have. They probably have charged him now. He directed this movie right here, Harry Met Sally. That was a pretty good movie. I liked it, Dad. He also directed A Few Good Men. That was a pretty good movie, too. Tom Cruise was playing in that. And Demi Moore. And I'm trying to see who the other person is. But that was a pretty good movie. See, I didn't know that he was, I often wonder whatever happened to him after he left. I know he was doing some shows and different stuff like that, but I didn't know that he was directing movies. So he did that one. A Few Good Men. I liked this movie right here. Is it Misery? Oh, this right here is Princess Bride. I didn't know he directed that movie. I didn't know that. He also directed a movie called Misery. Did I put that in there? And that was a good movie there, y'all. Ooh, that woman, no shit. Y'all know the movie I'm talking about, Misery, right? The one that was chopped. The woman that chopped the husband's feet off. Y'all remember that movie called Misery? Just like Ron Howard. Emma. Hey, who is this? Hey. Andre the Giant was my hero in The Princess Bride. Okay. Welcome in, y'all. Are y'all children? You like Andre the Giant? I don't even think I watched that movie. I said I was going to watch it. The Princess and the Bride. I know it's an old movie. He also did the movie Welcome In, Emma and Anonymous One. Welcome In. or y'all new, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And welcome to my channel. Today I'm just sharing about Rob Reiner and his wife, the tragedy that happened. Okay. Let's welcome the new people in the chat, guys. Welcome in. Young Riz, have you ever seen this movie here before? You, Frank? I don't know who else in the chat. I think I'm going to check this movie out. It's an old movie. I'm just going to check it out. He directed that movie there. I'm talking about Rob Reiner. He was a director. He was an actor. He was a writer. His wife was a singer. I forgot to put the other movie in there, but he directed a movie called Misery. This was him on All in the Family. I liked him on All in the Family. He was funny. Him and that lady right there was married on the show. And that show stayed on for a while. It stayed on for a little while. And this man right here also died too, y'all. He died the same day Rob Reiner, his wife. This is Anthony Gary. He played Luke Spencer on General Hospital. Ooh, I loved me some Luke Spencer. I got to do my video on him too. Do y'all know who this is? He played on the soap operas. She wanted him to write a book for her. She held him hostage. Oh, you talking about the movie Princess Bride? Okay, I'm going to watch it. Miss Key, have you seen it? But y'all know who this is right here? He died too. They say he died from complication of a surgery. This was Luke Spencer. He died the same day these people got killed. Y'all remember Luke and Laura? So he's another celebrity that has passed right before the holidays. So getting back to this right here. Like they said, he was stabbed. Him and his wife was stabbed. They said their son did it. I'm trying to read some more into it. They said senior law enforcement say sources told ABC News the victims were stabbed to death in their Brentwood area residence. It is with profound sorrow that we announce that the tragic passing of Michelle and Rob Reiner. We are heartbroken by his sudden loss, and we ask for privacy during this unbelievable, difficult time, the Reiner family said. Officials said during a press conference Sunday night, they had not yet. Now, it was Sunday. They hadn't found no suspect on Sunday now. Because I'm reading this from Sunday. I got to read the follow-up. They hadn't found the suspect. It was like Sunday. So they hadn't took nobody into custody then. They said this is a devastating loss for our city, our country. Mayor Karen Bass said a statement. Rob Reiner contributions reverent throughout American culture and society. He has improved countless lives through his creative work and advocacy fighting for social and economic justice. Ooh, I gotta read to y'all what y'all president said. Look, I gotta read to y'all what y'all president said. George Girl, the funny thing, I saw news about Rob Reiner before I went to sleep on Sunday. Wait. I didn't know they got killed, but I did hear the news about on Sunday. Oh, you did? Wow. I just heard about it, yesterday. But I'm going to read to y'all what y'all president said about these people. Ooh, child, I don't even want to get started with him because I know his people going to come up in here. But, oh, my God. Oh, my God. But I'm going to get to it. The firefighters responded at 3:38 p.m. to a medical aid call at a home. This happened in Los Angeles. This is the Los Angeles Fire Department what came. The deceased were initially identified only as a man and a woman ages 78. He was 78. His wife was 68. Like I said, he was an actor, director, producer. She was a singer. She was 68, he was 78. Police launched a death investigation that later developed into a murder case. LAPD sources told ABC News, adding that the property records show the house belongs to Reiner. The LAPD robbery homicide division is leading this investigation, and the department's senior leadership respond to the scene. This was Sunday, right? They haven't found no suspect. They don't see where nobody came in and robbed them. They still doing their investigation. So this was on Sunday, but I guess yesterday was Monday. I guess yesterday, everything was pointing to the sun. According to a neighbor, actors Billy Crystal and Larry David arrived separately at the home on Sunday evening. The two comedians stayed briefly before the party, and Crystal's looked like he was about to cry, the neighbor said. Wow. I know Billy Crystal, all them some funny guys. I didn't think nothing about it before we went to, oh, you did, Frank. So it happened, you see, it happened on Sunday. But did they announce it on Sunday? Because I didn't hear nothing about it until yesterday. There are two houses that Reiner family owns across the street from each other. Rob and his wife lived in one, and a daughter with kid lives in another, according to the neighbor. The son of the comedy legend Carl Reiner and singer Estelle LaBose, Rob Reiner is known for massive Hollywood hits, including The Princess Bride. I'm going to check that movie out. Have y'all seen it? It's an old movie. I'm going to check it out. The Princess Bride, When Harry Met Sally. I seen that before. Stand By Me. That was a pretty good movie. This is a Spinal Tap and many more. He was doing some good stuff. Oh, for real? The Lear family is devastated by the deaths of Rob and Michelle Reiner. The family said in a statement on Sunday night, Norman often referred to Rob as his son, and their close relationship was extraordinary to us in the world. He played in All in the Family, and Norman Lear was the one who produced that show. He was well known. I mean, there's a lot of celebrities, a lot of I still call Barack Obama president. I see President Barack Obama made statements. A lot of politicians did make statements, but I'm going to get into what our so-called president said. It was late Sunday night. Okay. I know the time different where they at, because they said this happened like 3-something. Lynn Lear had remained very close with them and said the world is unmistakably darker tonight, and we are left bereft, the statement added. California Governor Gavin Newsom addressed Reiner death, saying he is broken by the tragic loss. That was the governor of California. His boundless empathy made his stories timeless, teaching generations how to see goodness and righteousness in others, and encouraging us to dream bigger. Newsom said in a statement that Rob will be remembered for his remarkable filmography and for his extraordinary contribution to humanity. Reiner Singer got married in 1989. Wow, they got married the same year I got married, y'all. Let's see. No, I got married in 90, but they've been married like 36 years. They was married 36 years. Wow. Didn't know that. They got married in 1989. They shared 3 children, Jake, Nick, and Rumi. Wow. Reiner was previously married to actor-director Penny Marshall. I didn't know that. I did not know that he was married to her. Y'all know Penny Marshall, right? She played on Laverne and Shirley. She was the one with the blonde hair, Penny Marshall. He was married to her. He adopted her daughter, Tracy Reiner. Carl Reiner died in 2020 at 98, and Marshall died in 2018. Wow. So this was on Sunday, right? They said they hadn't, found no other suspect. They was doing their normal investigation. So I guess the next day, I'm trying to see how did they come to the turn that it was their son. Okay. I'm just trying to follow the story, trying to see when did they start suspecting the son. Okay, I'm just reading here. You know, a lot of people are sharing their prayers, so prayers going out to the family. They say their daughter found them because he had a daughter that lived across the road. Yeah, he had a daughter to live at a house across from them, so she found them. So this was Sunday night. They had a press conference. They said the investigation was ongoing. At this time, LAPD is not seeking anyone as a suspect or a person of interest and will not be doing that until we conduct our investigation and we move forward, Hamilton said. We're going to try to speak to every family member that we can to get the facts of this investigation. Okay. Reiner had been married to photographer singer Reiner since 1989. The couple met while he was directing Harry Met Sally. Okay, they met on a set. So he had a son, the son of renowned comic actor Carl Reiner and singer. Oh, those are his parents. Okay. Yeah, he be in charge now, right? But yeah, they were just saying, Sunday, they were still doing their investigation. I'm trying to see when did they charge them. They charged them today, didn't they? So he won like 2 or 5 Emmy nominations. He got some nominations for Golden Globes. Wow, he had a good resume. He did a lot. He helped with, and he also helped with community. He did a lot. I saw the press conference was today. Okay. These are some of the movies, like I said, Stand By Me. I've seen that before. Have y'all seen the movie Stand By Me? It was about some boys, some young boys. That was a pretty good movie. I said I'm going to go look up The Princess Bride. I heard of it, but I never seen it. I seen when Harry Met Sally. That came out in 1989. Stand By Me came out in 1986. The Princess Bride came out in 1987. And he also did the movie Misery. Now that was a good movie. When that woman, she had got hold of that man. She cut that man's feet out. I just got my new microwave today. It's very nice. I'm so grateful for mine. That's good. You got your microwave. All right, then. Those little things, they do come in handy, don't they, TNT? They do come in handy. Okay. I'm finna go I'm finna find the update. The update on Reiner on them. The update. Hope everybody's having a good evening. We're 9 days from Christmas, y'all. Are y'all ready? Oh yeah, my Christmas show is Friday now. If anybody want to participate, we're gonna have some singing. You can come up and do a song. You can do a poem. If you just want to come up and chill on the panel with me, if you want to just come up and wish everybody Merry Christmas, we're just going to try to spread some joy on Friday. So anybody want to participate, let me know. Young Red, you still in the chat? You going to come up and do a little Christmas rap for me? I know Terry going to participate, Miss Key, me. I think Angie said she probably come up now. Okay, right here they saying that Rob Reiner's son, Nick, charged with 2. He charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder in deaths of the director and his wife. Oh, my God. He's 32 years old and was arrested and being held without bond. This is their son, 32 years old. He stabbed. He stabbed his mom and dad. They charged him for 2 counts of first-degree murder. Boy, he'll never get out of jail. But they're going to try to use that. Oh, he was himself, or he been on drugs. You know, whoever his lawyer is going to try to go with that. They're going to try to get to the jury in that way. He was, you know, how you be children of famous parents. It's a lot of pressure and this and that. But they can't make no excuses for this boy. You know, they can't make no excuses for him. If he did wrong, he gonna end up paying for it eventually. Because God don't like what he did either. So he gonna have to get it right with God too. Because he disobeyed his parents. And they said, well, you're supposed to honor your parents. And that's what he didn't do. Because he turned around and killed them. You know, drugs might have led to that, but still, he know what he was doing, I believe. So, so you found out who was in the car wreck? Oh, there's a lot of accident and stuff happening on the road. My husband said somebody had a bad wreck a while ago. Like I said, when you drive and you have to look out for you and yourself and others too. Because some of these people like they be in such a hurry. So he's held without bail. Nick Reiner will be charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder in connection with the deaths of his parents. Hollywood legend Rob Reiner and Michelle Singer Reiner, Los Angeles County District Attorney Nathan Hodgman announced Tuesday afternoon. Wow. They said the murder charges carry a maximum sentence of life in prison or death penalty with no possibility of parole. Oh my God. A decision has not yet been made on whether the prosecutor will seek the death penalty. Wow. Okay. I see where you put it. I'm going to check it out. They said he can be charged for the death penalty without getting parole. And I'm sure the prosecutor is going to push for it. But his lawyer is going to be trying to make it seem like, oh, he's been mentally disturbed. They're going to try to make it seem like he's just so on drugs that he didn't know what he was doing. He was confused and all kind of stuff. I'm still trying to figure out, okay, I know you said they got into it on Saturday night, right? So the motive was what? I mean, was he trying to get money out of them or what? I mean, I wonder what drove him to do that. I mean, I know some people just be sick in the head like that, but I mean, he stabbed them. He is 32 and he needs to man up. Yeah, you said he was trying to step to his dad. So they said right here, a decision not yet made on whether a prosecutor will seek the death penalty. Hodgman said the case is considered a special circumstances murder case. What kind of special circumstances? See, they're gonna try to sway the people like he probably was on a drug. That's right, he is 32. They said the case is considered a special circumstances murder case because of multiple killings involved. Okay. So they're gonna charge him for, like he gonna get 20 up. He gonna get a life for his mom, life for his dad. I guess they gonna do him like they did that, but what they call them brothers, the Mendez brothers, when they killed their parent. Lord Jesus. Paramedics respond to the call. It happened like 3:30, I guess 3:30 in the afternoon or whatever. The authorities declined to discuss the evidence that led them to charge Nick. That's what I'm saying. What led them to charge the son? They had to do some investigation. It was something, like you said, they probably questioned a lot of people that was at the party too, Frank. They had to have something to, put those charges on him. But they're not saying what led up to the investigation. So they saying right here, yeah, they both were stabbed to death. They said Nick Reiner was due to be arraigned on Tuesday morning, but his lawyer, Alan Jackson, told reporters that he had not been medically cleared. See what I'm saying? You see where they going with this, right? You see where they going with this. Alan Jackson told reporters that he had not been medically cleared. See, they already trying to use that medical stuff already. Yeah. See, that's what his lawyer gonna try to go in that way. He's gonna try to say he was disturbed, he's been on drugs off and on, he's been homeless. But like I said, I don't know. Some people do be homeless. Some people be homeless by choice or maybe by situations. But I read what this boy here he written movies too. So he was doing some stuff in Hollywood too. I guess he just lost his path or whatever. But I'm sure his parents were there for him through, was helping him out when they can. But he was on drugs, so maybe that's what he was doing with the money. I mean, I'm just speaking in general about it, but but they're saying he was not medically cleared for transport to the courthouse. So what he's trying to do, act like he trying to kill himself or try to act like he's so disturbed. Come on now. I love family, but if I know you're guilty, I would not, baby, grown. That's right. You see, do you think he was spoiled, Frank? Do y'all think he was spoiled? You got a Hollywood dad, you got money, how people do spoil their children, probably gave him what he wanted and this and that. And then, from what I'm reading, like he had been out there in the street, like he was really on those drugs heavy. Wow. Yeah. They said once he get cleared, they're going to return to court and then he'll be charged. Really? Mm-hmm. Wow. I see the live thing, but I'm not going to be able to play it, but yeah. They say he will be going to prison. This is what they say he was using. But what they call it? Methamphetamine. Wow. While on the okay, he drew as what? He was using some kind of drug called methamphetamine. I think that was the name of it. Wow. So they turned the case over to the prosecutors. A lot of stars, like Jane Fonda, Barack Obama, like politics, all of them. They told him to leave the house and he refused to leave. Okay. I'm looking at now, there was like the party. They said they was at this party. There was a lot of stars there, right? So he got into a fight with his parents. Wow. That was embarrassing. Let's see who is this right here. I don't know who this is right here, but Somebody had said they sat down to dinner with Rob, Michelle, and Nick. It was heartwarming, and I guess this was 10 years ago. So he have changed. It had changed. I don't remember those people was it before my time. Well, he played in the picture called All in the Family. You remember that picture? You remember that picture, All in the Family? He directed a lot of movies. I mean, I'm finna be 57, so I remember when I was coming up, cause my mom used to love to watch All in the Family. That what Louise and George started off on. They started off on that show. The Jeffersons started out with them. That T-Dub good. No way in the world you'll be going to come in my house and disrespect me. You probably just didn't watch it on the show. It called All in the Family TNT. It was like a comedy show. He started in that. I think they said he was 20 something when he started in that. You right, Frank. I don't care how old you are. You cannot disrespect your parents in their house. You ain't paying no bills. You out on the street. You gonna think you can come in and take over? See, that's what a lot of oh no, someone get lost. They get lost out there in the street with them drugs and wow. And from what I'm reading, like the boy, he had a good life. Cause he was also a director. The son was also a director. He directs some movies too. And there was somebody said they had dinner with them in 2013. And they just like shocked, like, this is this the guy that did this? Yeah. He had it made. But when that devil be busy, and see, a lot of people be trying to praise too. Some people try to praise the devil, and some try to praise God. You can't serve two people like that. One, you're gonna have to either serve God or the devil. And I choose to serve God. He was serving the devil because the devil was telling him to put them drugs in his system. And by his dad, like a lot of children, as they come up, some of them do get allowances and stuff. And I'm sure he was probably getting some money. He probably went to college. And I'm gonna read some more, but yeah. He directed a lot of movies too. The son was a director too. So it seemed like he had a pretty good life, but some kind of way he, got lost somewhere. So they really ain't giving all the details about all the evidence they didn't find, but they know that they was stabbed. They got enough evidence to charge the son. I would never disrespect my mom or dad. I know TNT because I know when I was coming up, we always know to respect our parents, honor our mothers and dads, respect your elder, respect your grandparents, respect the ones that feed you. You know what I'm saying? So this boy here, I guess he thought because his dad was famous and he could do what he want to do, but you can't do that. I don't care if you're famous or not. You can't disrespect people, and God ain't gonna be pleased with that. And I know he's not pleased with what this boy did to his parents. Yeah. Yeah, we was taught to honor our parents. That's what God said. Those was that is in the Bible. Honor your mom, your dad. So just sad. It's sad. They said he directed a picture called Being Charlie. And he's saying that this movie with he directed. It's kind of was based on his life. I don't think I never seen that movie before. Being Charlie. Have y'all seen that before? I'm gonna check that out. Clearly, Rob standing his drug addicted son who feels like he's being pushed hard to get clean so as not to be an embarrassment to his famous father. The character is cleared standing for Nick Reiner. So the movie before Charlie, it was about a person that was on drugs. So they saying it was based on his real life. And I believe that, y'all. Do y'all believe a lot of these celebrity children do be up under pressure? I know kids be up under pressure anyway, but famous parents, and when you got famous parents, I think they be up under more pressure because I see how every day, I watch basketball, right? But I see every day how they talk about LeBron James' son. Every day they talking about his son. And by his dad being as famous as he is, that's a lot of pressure on these kids because they trying to live up to their standards. And this boy here, he knew how famous his dad was. And his dad probably was getting on him. His dad probably cut him off. I'm sure they cut him off because he turned to drugs. And nobody gonna keep feeding your habit. Because that's what it is when you give them money and you giving them the resources to go out there and get the drugs. So I'm assuming the dad had cut him off. He wasn't with him because he said he was homeless. So, but his dad got a $200 million fortune. They say that's what he was worth. So it ain't like the boy couldn't get help from his parents. You see what I'm saying? He just chose that lifestyle. And he probably was up under a lot of pressure to be a certain way because of their parents. These children today, we all have to teach their children how to respect their mother and father. That's right. But there's a lot of children be up under pressure though, y'all. There's a lot of them trying to fit in with other kids because they see how other kids be dressed and they see what the other kids have. Like the little boy came in my chat, the little 10-year-old boy. He said now he got to go on online schooling because they was bullying him. They was talking bad about his dad. Frank, he came back and told me everything was clear with his mom. He said his mama did get on him. I said, I know she did. You skipped school for 2 weeks. Sure, I'm surprised his little butt ain't so. But he said he gonna be doing online school. So I told him, mind his mother. Mind his mother, do what his mama say, his dad is gone. And see, that's a lot of stuff that cause kids to do the things they do because of the peer pressure, the bullying, all that stuff. But for this man right here, he was 32 years old. He wasn't a child. He was a straight adult. And he knew exactly what he was doing. He was just, right here they said, he was sober sometime, but then I guess he got lost again. Mm-hmm. But it's sad. They saying they're gonna charge. He probably, they saying he probably won't. He probably will get life in prison without parole. They charge him for 2 first-degree murder. Each murder. Mm-hmm. So I said, you don't know what be going on in people's minds. You really don't. You really don't know what be going on in our kids' mind. You don't know what they be thinking. We can say, and that's how I be. I can say, well, I don't think, you can say to yourself, I don't think they doing this. When you think your children are not doing something, they probably do. That's why you have to really, you got to keep up. If you got to keep up with them, especially now with this technology and social media. You got to find a way to be able to know what they're doing. Because like my grandson means my grandma, I be peeping in your chat. That's why when I wrap those gifts, they didn't know who gift them was. Because I know they be peeping. Well, I'm going now to get some rest. Okay. Now in my pain medication, I'm going to lay down. All right, you take care of yourself. And happy holidays, just in case I don't see you. Yep, but I just wanted to share about them for a minute. It's sad that things like this do happen during the holidays. During the holidays, they said the daughter found them. The daughter did found them. So I tell you, prayers going out to that family. Cause you never know what people be going through. I mean, they say they was finna get to fighting. Him and his dad, they were finna get to fighting. And I'm sure his dad was probably trying to tell him to leave. Cause they said he was acting weird. He was acting weird at the party, asking a lot of questions, and but everything led up to him being the one killed his parents. So they found enough evidence to bring charges on him. So no matter what his lawyer gonna be trying to do, but we should all honor our mothers and dads. So right here they talking about how Nick Reiner struggled with his addiction and his parents. See, they gonna try to make it seem like the boy wasn't in his right mind. They can't put everything off on mental health, mental illness. They can't put everything off on that. They can't do that, but watch how they gonna try to go with it, Frank. He's charged with 2 counts on first. Yeah. But they said he was struggling with drugs and his parents. Oh, they showing how they right here they showing how they got him. They surrounded him and he surrendered himself. Hey, you don't need to run it. You did the crime. Don't need to run it. You did it. They got a footage out where they showing how they got him. They picked him up. I'm just looking at it. Wow, sad. He'll probably never get out of prison. He'll never get out of prison. Oh, guess who his lawyer is? He is represented by a lawyer that defended Harvey Weinstein. What? Casey Spacey and Karen Reed. Uh-oh. He'll try to go with that, like he wasn't stable, he wasn't himself. They're gonna try to go with that card. Why didn't I? Why did? That's what they're gonna try to go with, y'all. But I was just reading about Rob Reiner. Like I said, he has some good movies out, and I'm gonna check out Princess and the Bride. I know it's an old movie, but I've never seen that movie before. I might look it up. It came out in 1987. Mm-hmm. So that's his lawyer. His lawyer is the one that represented Harvey Weinstein. Well, you see what Harvey Weinstein is, don't you? And somebody named Karen Reed. I remember her trial was going on. I remember that. He ended up in prison and died there. I don't think Weinstein is not dead. You talking about the other man. Weinstein not dead. It's what is that? Epstein is the one dead. Weinstein still in prison. He ain't dead. I don't think he dead. I can't wait to see this case. I'm very interested. Yeah. They're gonna try to go with like he was so addicted on drugs. And his parents, they're gonna try to throw some shades on the parents too. Hey, how you doing? Welcome in. Yeah, it's Weinstein. He was the movie director. But what the man named Epstein was the one they talking about on the news with Trump. But let me see what Trump had to say about this. Everybody talking about what Trump was saying, right? Let me see what Trump said. He didn't even get his condolences to the family, Jesus. Okay, let me see what Trump said. They said, Lord, and I'm not surprised. Anybody that he think was against him, he gonna try to use whatever he can to say whatever he want to say about people. They said Trump harsh comments on Rob Reiner murder sparked rare Republican pushback. What? Some of his Republicans got mad about that. None. Are you new? Welcome in here. Here, Darius Cortez. I can't say your name, but welcome in. No, he don't have no kind of integrity. Let me see what this man said. They said one Republican lawmaker called Trump post inappropriate and disrespectful. Let me see what he said. Because I saw it yesterday, right? But I didn't really get into it like I want to. Trump, ooh. Okay. Donald Trump lashed out. You know they said President Trump. Look like you just need to get out my chat. Don't come in here with that. Don't come in here with that. Who would be surprised? We get to talk about Trump. Them trolls get to come in here then. Who would be surprised if news turned up that one of Trump's spawn head off him? What? You think that? Let me get this troll out my chat. Now come in here with that. Who would be surprised if news turned up that one of Trump's spawn head off to him because of self-loading to the point of snapping? Wow. But right here it said Donald Trump lashed out at Hollywood actor and director Rob Reiner after he and his wife were stabbed to death in their home, sparking pushback from several Republican lawmakers. Wow. Trump wrote in a social media post on Monday morning that Reiner's death was reportedly due to the anger he caused by others. What? Through his massive, unyielding, and incurable infliction known as Trump deranged syndrome. What? Oh my God. He taking these people death and thinking it's about him. Lord Jesus. I wouldn't be surprised if I checked the news and learned that Don Jr. had murdered his father out of self-hatred. For real? He don't like his dad? You know, I don't really follow them like that. I don't really follow them like that. I mean, he's the president, but I don't follow him like that. But he trying to take what happened to this couple and try to make it seem like it had something to do about how they was reacting toward him. What? How you gonna use somebody's death and by you being the president, I don't see him saying nothing about I'm sorry for your loss, prayers for the family. He didn't even say nothing in that way. I'm trying to read what you said. Hold on. It could happen. There's a term for it in English, murdering one father. Oh, matricide murdering one mother just to show how common it is in history. Ooh, God ain't gonna be pleased with that. So that's what he wrote on his social media that he he was in he had the Trump the reign syndrome. Lord have mercy. Everything is not about him. Everything is not about him. Just do what you're supposed to do in that White House. Instead of him just saying, I'm sorry for your loss, like most of the people that did speak about it. Trump wanted to make it out to be about Donald Trump. So, yeah, and that's what he did. But a lot of his colleagues and a lot of the Republicans said that was not right. You know what? I don't wish death on nobody. I don't wish death on no one, not even Donald Trump. I didn't vote for him, and I don't really care for him, but I don't wish death on him. I don't wish death on no one. I mean, I wouldn't. I mean, if things gonna happen, it's gonna happen. Trump is a little petty man, unworthy to get the attention. Yeah, for him to say that, I still don't see. He said Trump called Reiner a torture and a struggling, but once very talented movie director and comedy star. Oh my God. Oh my God. He called him a torture and struggling, but once very talented movie director and comedy star. What? Mm, mm, mm. Reiner, who is known for his Hollywood hits like Princess Bride, A Few Good Men, has been outspoken critic of Trump. Okay, I see why he said what he said. Oh my God. So anybody that spoke negative to him or didn't vote for him, I guess he gonna come out with it. He love to call them comedians struggling. They ain't funny. He love to be at Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel be letting him have it. I ain't see it last night, but I know he had some word for Donald Trump, and he said this about that man. Wow. And that's wrong, Trump. You're the president of the United States. And there was a lot of people that voted for him. A lot of people did. But by you being our leader, you got to be able to do the right thing. Why you got this all over the news? They taking the focus off what did happen and putting focus on what he said. Trump has zero empathy. He's total sociopath who cares about nobody except himself. That's true. But like I said, it's a lot of people up for him. People be want to debate and argue. I don't do it. I just, I speak about things, but I don't try to get in no, debate with nobody about him. It is what it is. I didn't vote for him, and only thing I have said, he got to do right by the people. Got to do right by all people. Got to do right by all people. No matter what party you are, what color you are, or what religion you are, he got to do right because they put him in that office. That wasn't no nice thing to say about this man just got murdered, him and his wife. Just because they did something or criticize him for some of the things that he didn't do. That is so childish. You look at little kids do stuff like that, y'all. So, what else did he say? Now in October, he said that Like he be bringing up stuff people being said and everything. This man dead, and he bringing up stuff that man has said. Jesus. They said during an interview with MS now in October, he said that our democracy is being taken away from us under the current administration. Oh, that's why he got bad. He said that, okay, Lord. Mm, mm, mm. So they got the sign and they put him in custody on Sunday night. He was held without bond. Trump doubled down on his comments later Monday. Ooh, he said something else. Reiner have 2 adult children and other family that are suffering now. That's true. They all deserve our condolences in losing their parents violently on the first night of Hanukkah. That's right. That's why I said all this happened while the holidays are coming up. So he said something else, y'all. He said that on Sunday. So this is what he said Monday. Trump doubled down on his comments later Monday in the Oval Office when asked if he stood by his social media post. Well, I wasn't a fan of his at all. He was a deranged person as far as Trump is concerned. What? What you say? Lord. He said he wasn't a fan of his, and he was a deranged person. This man is stupid. He said he became like a deranged person. Already because he was talking about him. Anybody that talk about him, he said they suffer with Trump deranged syndrome. Jesus. Oh, Lordy. He done gave the people a disease, Jesus. He called the people. He said the people got the Trump deranged syndrome. So I was not a fan of Rob Reiner at all, anyway, shape or form. I thought he was very bad for our country. What? Oh my God. What is that to say about people? Oh my God. He said, I thought he was very bad for our country. You the president and you saying something like that? Oh my God. It's like Trump is jealous of the news cycle turning his attention to Rob Reiner and Michelle Reiner. But yeah, everybody talking about, even his colleagues speaking on, they don't like that what he said. But he gonna say he was bad for the country. Don't he know by him being the president, there's some people out here really listen to him. There are people really listen to him, and he got to be careful about the words and some of the things he have coming out of his mouth. Oh my God. Jesus. Otherwise, I wouldn't wish death on my worst enemy. I wouldn't wish death on nobody. I would. Wow. That's just straight sad. There's a Trump social media post brought rare backlash from several Republican lawmakers. New York Rep. Mike Lowry, GOP moderate, called entirely of the president post wrong. Wow. And it is so true. Regardless of one's political views, no one should be subject to violence, let alone at the hands of their own son. And that is so, so true. That is so true. It is a horrible tragedy that should engender sympathy and compassion from everyone in our country, period. He said in a post on X. Wow. That was one of his colleagues said they didn't deserve that. They really didn't. Let me see what he said. Hey, Louis, how you doing? Rob Reiner was a memorable actor, but also a great, storyteller and innovator. Yeah, he had some good movies. Thank you, Lewis. He wrote some good movies. I loved him in All in the Family. And then I didn't even know he had directed all those movies he did. But that's still, I mean, he was a human being. He had a life. Him and his wife did not deserve what they got. You know, it doesn't matter what their political party was or what they have said about Donald Trump. Wow. He's like a child that, you know how children be when somebody being said something to them. You know how kids act. He act like a child when, especially when things don't go his way or when people want to say something, their opinion about him. He's just taken to a whole new level. That's good. Yeah, it was sad. Did you watch any of his movies, Lewis? Did you watch any of his movies? So a lot of his colleagues they're not agreeing with him. They're not agreeing with him on what he said. A lot of them said it was very inappropriate. There's a regardless how you felt about Rod, inappropriate disrespect for discourse about a man who was just brutally murdered. Wow. I guess my elected GOP colleagues, the VP and the White House staff will just ignore it because they're afraid. I challenge anyone to defend it. Wow. I hope nobody don't go along with him with that. Yeah, he played in Meathead, yep. And all in the family. Yeah, he played in that and he directed a lot of movies too. Prayers going out to that family. So I just say their son was charged. Their son was charged. They charging their son with 2 first-degree murder. They said that if he get convicted, he will be he will be in they probably getting the death penalty. You know, because the state he live in, you know, some of those states do death penalty. They do that. So wow. Like I said, what was the motive, y'all? What y'all think the motive was? Just want to be. No, they're gonna try to put everything off on drugs. Cause they say he was on drugs and stuff like that. Hey Parika, how you doing? I was just talking about Rob Reiner and his wife. Sad. It's just sad, you know. And I was talking about what Trump had said about it. Instead of our president saying his condolences to the family, telling the family that he's praying for them, he taking it talking about political stuff, about what the man have said about him. And you don't take, and that's what I be hating when people try to play on other people's weaknesses and when they're in a vulnerable stages. Because he know that this man's family is out here grieving. Even the community is grieving because they liked his movies and the shows he was doing. And for the president to say the things he said, but I guess a lot of people ain't surprised. A lot of people's not surprised. Like I said, I liked some of his movies and his TV shows. They was pretty good. Absolute Georgia girl. Rob and Michelle Reiner was human beings who never hurt anybody and deserved to be able to live out their lives in peace. Yes, because he was 78. His wife was 68. They had he adopted Penny Marshall's daughter, but him and his wife also had some kids together too. And even the son was a writer. Like I said, you know, and from what I'm reading, I'm thinking the son was kind of spoiled. They probably let him did what he wanted, gave him what he wanted, you know, stuff like that. And he got on drugs. Went to what? Just now. Get this man. Ooh, Lord Jesus. Don't come in here with that stupid stuff, please. Don't come in here with that. Let me get you out my chat. I know it's time for me to get off of here. Lord, get that dude out my chat. Get him, get him, get him, get him. Ain't you a moderator? Please, somebody. Don't come in here with that stupidness. I told you get to talk about Trump, boy. You get some crazy folks. Oh my God. Can you get him, Lewis? Let me see if I get this dude. Lord have mercy. Hey, Sassy, how you doing? I'm trying to get this crazy person out my chat talking crazy. But when you get to talk about Trump, boy, they get to falling out the bushes. Where you at, Louis? Did you get him, Louis? Get him out my chat, please. How you doing, Sassy? Yeah. Somebody came in here talking about, I don't want to even repeat what they said. I don't even want to repeat what they said. You know how them trolls come in and say anything. You been doing all right? I was talking about Rob Reiner and his wife, the one that got killed. Did you ever watch any of his TV shows or movies? Oh my God, that little joker. That nasty way he put in the chat. Ugh. I don't want no more chitlins. I don't want no more chitlins. You hear me? Oh my God. Jesus. But yeah, I was just talking about how his son, you know, you didn't watch that? Oh, okay. You know, he was kind of like a comedian, and he wrote a lot of different movies, like the movie called I Thought You Were Gone. Let me get you out of here. I'm finna get you out of here. Oh, I got it. He gone. He banned from my chat. Come here talking about some Lord Jesus. But anyway, they're gonna try to go with the they charged their son for the murder. Okay. That's right. But we give him over here on the boot. We give him the boot over here. Let me put my little message in here. But yeah. It's just sad, girl. It's sad that, you know, these type of things happen coming up to the holidays and things like that. Like I said, even though he was a celebrity, he still was somebody's dad. He was still a child of God. He did a lot of work, you know, for like the humanity. He did acting. He was a director, and he did some good movies. Yeah, but you know they're gonna try to go with he was disturbed, he been on drugs, he was in it, he was homeless. They gonna try to go with that mental illness in it. He was addicted to drugs, stuff like that. You know that's what they're gonna try to go with, right? But he killed his parents. Yeah. That's right. We don't play that disrespect in here. Don't nobody want to know what you got up to. You know, don't come here and talk about what y'all got up y'all butt and all that. I don't want to hear that. I don't need to read that. Take care of what you need to take care in the bathroom. You ain't gotta come in nobody's chat telling for what you got stuck up your butt. Goodness. Just crazy. I mean, these people just, they say anything, y'all. But yeah, it's sad though, you know. Like I said, they are celebrities, true enough, but they are human beings. And we know that a lot of children, like celebrity kids, do be up on a lot of pressure. Especially if they got famous dads and moms. A lot of the kids, and I'm saying this is what I'm saying. I think he was spoiled. I think the son was spoiled, and I'm sure the dad probably helped them out and did what they could for him or whatever. But he turned to drugs. And when kids get to the point where when children get to be 30 over 18 and they get where they want to try to tell you how to run your house and don't do what you say, it's time for you to go. Oh yeah. I watch A Few Good Men were pretty good, and Harry Met Sally. Am I right? Am I wrong, y'all? We can raise our children. We can help them out to a certain extent, but when they start being disrespectful and thinking they can come in your house and tell you how to do your own house, it's time to go. And then you can help them financially, but if you choose to do things like, for instance, I see what his son did in the movie. He was kind of like a director too. And I'm sure his dad maybe was trying to guide him and help mold him into be, probably not like him, but you know what I'm saying? They probably didn't want him to turn to drugs. Yeah, I had an intimate man with a sense of humor. And his dad did too. His father, Carl Reiner. Yeah, I just saw what they said. His dad was a comedian too. Okay. The Jerk. Oh, for real? Yeah, I liked that movie out too. The Jerk. Oh, okay. But yeah, I'm just saying, like, I have 2 grown children. And my daughter is 36. My son is 28. We help our kids. We try to help them to get on that right road. But if they choose to get out there in the street and you doing all you have done to bring them up to be the young men and women they are. But when they start acting like they can want to tell you what to do and try to handle you, because they said they was finna get to fighting at a party. Him and his mom and dad, and it was at a celebrity, some celebrity party on Saturday night, right? And he was, want to fight his dad. And the people saying that he was acting so strange. The people at the party were saying he was acting real strange. So they're going to put it on drugs, but still. I mean, come on now. If you know your mom and dad been there for you, why you going to hurt them in that way? Why you going to take their life? That's why they let drugs, alcohol, they let those things consume them. I don't have nothing against people drinking or whatever, but you can't let that kind of stuff consume you. You got to know when to, look, I done had enough. I can't do this. But when you be addicted to that kind of stuff, I'm not saying it's not hard to get away from, but you got to want to do better for yourself. You got to want to work at stuff. Like when my doctor told me the stuff I need to do for my health, I had to do it, and I'm still trying to do it. But it's a process. Everything is a process. It takes time. It takes prayer. It takes faith. And the lifestyle the boy was leading, I can't wait to watch the cake. Yeah, it's going to be on YouTube. Yeah, the truth gonna come out. The thing, if you worked with mental illness, it seemed to me it's never completely fixed. It's a lifelong situation, but it's difficult for parents love to give up. I know, and that's why I was saying it. it gonna show that he had a lot of mental illness going on. He was addicted to drugs, and they were saying he was struggling with his parents. But it's just it's just sad. It wasn't nothing but the devil. The devil was telling him to do those things. The devil was telling, because God tell us to honor our mom and our dad. It's in the Bible. We're supposed to honor our parents. Because God is not pleased with what he did. This is something he gonna have to live with. And if he ain't crazy, he gonna be crazy. Because they said he gonna get the death penalty. They live in California. And they probably gonna put him, I don't know how they do it, but they said they got, in California, it's the legal, they do the death penalty. I don't know if they do probably the injection. I don't know how they do it now, but I might have it's gonna be, because his lawyer is going to go, his lawyer gonna go try to use that mental illness card. You already know that. He gonna use it. A lot of time, people with mental illness or deep emotional problems use drugs to medicate, trying to escape how badly they feel. And yes, that is true. Do you have a channel here, Dakotas? I don't know if I'm saying your name right, but do you have a channel? Y'all want to connect with I'm just gonna say here. If y'all want to connect with him or her, just type on their name. Type Troopers in the chat if you have a channel. I think you are new to me today. Thank you for coming in and sharing, your input and things like that. And that is true what you said about mental health. A lot of people try to shield behind that instead of getting help. So they had got into it at the party. He probably didn't like with how his dad, you know what people be like in front of other people. You know how things happen. And your dad was a famous dad, so he was probably telling him, look, there's a time and place for this. But no, it probably had something to do with money. He probably wanted money. Because like I said, his dad had money now. It ain't like they didn't, I don't think that they didn't want to help him, but they knew if they give him something, it's just feeding into his problem. Oh, okay. Well, thanks for visiting. Don't you forget to come out. I be sharing different stuff about mental health and stuff like that too. I talk about my health journey, and I try to share awareness on different things like that. I try to keep it positive over here as possible, but sometimes the devil do be busy. The devil do be busy. Frank, you were in here when that man came in here talking nasty. Ooh, I banned him. Ooh, chat. He'll talk about what he put up his butt. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to read that. We were talking about Trump. That fool came in here talking like that. He was trying to embarrass his father. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was. But I just want to bring that, talk about it a little bit today. Prayers go out to that family. Like I said, even though celebrities go through things just like we do. It's just saying like they be up under more spotlight than we do, but sometimes it can be your own loved ones is the ones that probably hurt you the most. And I'm sure his sister, I don't know what kind of relationship the sister had with her brother. I don't think she was expecting that. Probably nobody would. But if they have a history of not getting along, a lot of stuff probably gonna come out, that we think we would never hear. So it's also a big challenge for young people if their dads or mother are famous, and really successful. Is how can they measure? Yeah, see, that's what I was saying too. Like I said, I watch basketball, right? And I see how they constantly talk about LeBron James' son. They talk about his son every day. It's just like, I don't know if he, like I said, I watch basketball. I think he's learning. he might not be as good as his dad, but he trying to find his way. And that's what a lot of children that got famous dads and moms, they want to be their own selves. They don't want to be put up on a spotlight or microscope just because this my dad or this my mom. You see what I'm saying? And so he probably was up on a lot of pressure, but he turned to drugs. Now, a lot of children be want attention. You know, like I said, I used to watch him on that comedy show, All in the Family, and I did watch some of his movies. And by him being an actor and a director, he probably wasn't spending much time with him when he was younger like he wanted to. But he probably tried to make sure that he helped provide it for him. The man with the nasty coming was just another brick in the wall, like they say. Coming here with that nasty talk. I don't want to hear that. It's mostly because they can't stand LeBron. Yeah, I know. But a lot of kids do be up under pressure. And that's why a lot of they get bullied and they get, they start acting out because they lacking the attention. I'm not saying Rob Reiner wasn't doing what he's supposed to do as a father, but the boy probably was feeling like maybe my dad is the director, because they say he did write a movie. His son did write a movie called Ben Charlie. Y'all seen that before? I'm gonna have to check into it. And he probably had a good head on him, but he got lost somewhere, y'all. He got lost somewhere along the way. But anybody that's going through any type of thinking like that you're not loved, or thinking suicidal thoughts, or want to give up, there are some places that can help you, And it's bad when they turn against their loved ones, especially their moms and dads. Oh my God. Your mom and dad is what brought you in this world, what is that? Lord. Okay. You put about a box of them. But yeah. So let's honor our parents. Let's respect our elders. Because I was taught to respect your elders, and a lot of them don't. I had went into some restaurant the other week, and the girl that was waiting on me, she was so respectful. She was saying, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. And these days, you don't hardly hear kids say that. We was brought up telling people, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. Now you get up, they be like, no, huh? But she was so nice, and she had good customer service. And I told her, I said, you is so respectful. I said, a lot of young people your age, they don't even say yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am. They don't show the courtesy and try to make sure people be, how you go in a restaurant, how people are supposed to greet you. She greeted me so nice. And every time I asked her about something, she said, yes, ma'am. Then she would say, no, ma'am. She said, you fine. And I told her, I said, you got good manners. Child, you ask something, you tell them now, huh? Right. You'll say, you could call, like my grandson, he'll say, yeah, ma'am. Sometimes them girls will say, yes, ma'am. But you had these folks, these children to bring you something. What? They'll be like, what? But we was brought up to say yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am. How many of y'all in the chat was brought up that way? I was brought up like that. I wasn't brought up to my, huh? What you said? Who? Huh? What? The least bit of kindness can sometimes lift a person up. But, ooh, you're right. Because that's what I say over here. I'm all about uplifting over here. We don't tear down over here. If I can't lift you up, I'm not gonna tear you down. No. The little boy came in my chat the other day. He said, "Can I ask you? Can you give me some advice?" And found out the little boy was 10 years old, y'all. He came back today because I told him, I said, if you don't go and talk to your mama and tell your mama what going on with you, don't come back to my chat. He had got to fight. He got suspended. And he been skipping school for 2 weeks, but his mom didn't know about it. And I'm, me and Miss Key and some of us in the chat talking to the little boy. Like I said, I welcome people in the chat long as they're being respectful and don't come in with that rah-rah and all that stuff. So he came back today and told me, thank you. He said, thank you, Georgia girl. I did talk to my mama. And she got on me. I said, I know she did. You just skipped school all them days. And I told him, I said, don't you know your mama can get in trouble? Because you ain't been going to school. So he came back and he told me that he talked to his mom. She got on him. But now he going to have to go to online school because he be bullied at school. They've been talking about his dad. His dad is dead. So I was just trying to talk to him and tell him, I said, I'm sorry to hear that people carry on the way they do. Because there's some evil people out here. They don't care. They don't care what they say to people. I went to YouTube channel and hit your big red button and ring your bell. Watch the video full, but I wasn't able. Who you talking about? You went to hair and chat. That was good, you Jorger. You held it. Yeah. He came in and asked me for advice, and I told him, I said, look, tell your mama what's going on. I said, tell her what's going on. I told him to be obedient. Listen to his mom. Tell her, because I know if I knew my grandkid was skipping school all them days, but one thing about parents, one thing about us, like if you work at night or work late in the morning time, you get up late, and sometimes you might not have a chance to help your kids in the evening time with their homework or help them with stuff in the morning time because of their work schedule. But still, you need to know what's going on with your children. And I'm like, your mom didn't know you was skipping school. Because I be asking my grandchildren questions, you know what I mean? They were like, Grandma, we did this today. I said, I be asking questions. I'm like, anybody be at you? Because, get involved. Parents, get involved with the children. See what's going on in their mind. Follow their social media. See who they following. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So that's what I'm about over here, Heron. I'm all about trying to help someone else. I don't have time to be trying to be in competition or try to see what other creators be doing and this and that. Over here, we support how we support. We do what we're able to do, and we go about our business. But we're all about uplifting and not tearing down. And like I said, I just want to bring that about, even though I know it's been going on the news about the couple and the son. So, hey, I don't even think they gave him bond, y'all. They ain't give him no bond. They didn't give him no bond. Yep. But it's going to be probably a lot of stuff coming out about the family. When people go to trial and they talk about things, what they happen. It probably going to be some stuff said about the couple. You know how some people will try to bring stuff to court, but that still was no reason for them to get killed, regardless if he could not go in there and say, well, my parents disown me or they stopped helping me. You grown. You are grown. You 32 years old. I mean, we can help our grown kids as much as we can, but we can't just take care of no 32-year-old child now. Come on now. You got to want to do something for yourself. I couldn't have my kids on social media. Oh, I know it. I asked him, I said, oh, you 10 years old. Your parents, your mom know you on social media? She said yes. But you see, he came in today and he said, George, I gotta go and do some work. She probably punished him. She probably told him that he can't be on social media. Cause he skipped school. And then now this is what he said. Every time they sent a letter home to his mama, he would throw it away. I'm like, what? And like Six Bowl said, something ain't right about that. Cause these days, they be emailing. I know them teachers email my daughter on them kids. I don't know about no letters now, but the shooting that, oh yeah, I heard about that too. That's sad about those kids. The shooting at Brown University, Rhode Island, the mass shooting in Sydney. Yep, I heard about it. But then Trump spoke on that, did it? I didn't hear what he said, but he did speak on it. I don't know what he said, but he could have handled this man death better than what he did. He had to say what he had to say about these people. Regardless of his political party, their religion and stuff like that, you still supposed to respect the dead. But what y'all think gonna happen, y'all? Do y'all think the boy gonna go to prison, or what do y'all think? Do y'all think he gonna, or y'all think he gonna get off? I think he's gonna probably, they're gonna probably do it like on an insanity thing. I don't believe the letter. Because they don't send letters, they send emails. But do y'all think, I know it's too early to tell, but do y'all think he gonna get off from this? I don't think he is. They're gonna try to go for the death penalty, but they're gonna try to have it where he won't be. They're gonna try to have it where he's at a place for drug related and all that kind of stuff. I know, right? Even when my kids were late, the teacher, that was saying, that was because I thought the little boy was lying sassy. I'm like, what? I think Nick Reiner will probably get life imprisonment, and he would never be safe to be released without being a danger to others, in my opinion. Yeah, I don't think he'll never get out, but I think he gonna probably plead like he crazy. And they probably gonna have him in a facility. He gonna be in there for life, but they're gonna have it where he gonna have to have some counseling. Cause they say he didn't even show up in court today. Was it yesterday? He didn't show up in court yesterday because the doctor had medically cleared him. So yeah, he probably gonna try to plead insanity. Yeah. After this, atrophy, life imprisonment would be for the worst. A punishment that death penalty because he has to live with this. Yeah, that was gonna kill him. That was gonna kill him. You hear me? If he ain't in his right mind, he ain't gonna be in it. Cause every day he gonna have to see his parents' face. Because he have to live with this every day, killing people who cared the most about him. That's right. That's right. But I'm gonna get ready to wind this on up. But it's a tragedy, y'all. And it seems like a lot of stuff, like look at all the mass shooting and it, all these tragedies happening all while during the holidays. You know, it happens. We see stuff like this happen every day. But you know, I pray that the rest of the family I pray that the rest of the family, I give them, you know, I'm praying for them. I know he had another daughter. I think another son, right? He had 2 sons and a daughter. What? I'm sure is he undergoing extreme involved. Yeah, he is. He probably was really out of it. He probably really out of it, you know. And they probably gonna have to keep their eyes on him, even in jail and prison. You know, they have ways of doing stuff to themselves, but either way, he gonna get it. Cause his conscience gonna eat him up. He probably sitting wherever he at now thinking about, what have I done? And he probably had it made. But they say he was homeless, so they say he was homeless. But you can't blame your parents for your failure. You know what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of people do, try to blame people for their own failure. Hey, First Lady, how you doing? Thankful Tuesday, yeah. But today is Tea Talk Tuesday. I didn't do that today because I wanted to talk about the story, and it was just sad to see that this boy killed his parents. You know, like I said, and they said they going for the death penalty. They going for the death penalty. It been pretty good. Yesterday I was having one of them miserable days, but God is good. You know, cold weather make me, I be so, I just don't be myself then. But the day I just prayed, I said, I ain't go nowhere. I ain't been nowhere, y'all. Because then we had like a winter alert going on. And Sass, I see you got you some sunshine today. Winter is coming, y'all. Winter is coming. Shout out to my members, my supporters, my moderators. Thank y'all for tuning in. But this was a sad tragedy, what happened to these people. And nobody shouldn't have to go through this. No other family member should have to. Yeah, I'm okay. This is just something I deal with. You see, I be all, I'm in the house. I still be all bundled up. I know them trolls, they crazy. They were here talking about some chitlins and all that stuff. I don't make me now you want. Well, I don't eat no way. But what they said was nasty. Yeah, I saw you out there walking in that beautiful weather. I banned both of them. Well, I think they came back up under another name or something. You know how some of them will come in and say something smart, then they gonna come in and say something else, but they ban. If they come back, they'll be coming back through. Because there what a lot of those trolls do. Once you ban them, they'll come back on another account. And it be the same. Sometimes it be the same people. Yeah. Yeah, I have a new person coming here today. He said he's visiting today. He been sharing some good insight about different things, and I appreciate you. I'm gonna go to your channel. Okay, he said he's just a visitor. He just don't have a channel. But if y'all want to hit his link, y'all can. I'm fixing to. He got some videos over there, but he had been sharing some good insights about what I was talking about today. Yeah, I just went over there and connected to you too. So yeah, see, you did something 3 days ago, or you just updated your playlist. So if you want to connect with some of the guys in the chat, I don't know what to call you. Is it here? I'm just gonna say here. Here, this guy. I ain't gonna try to say your last name. I'm just gonna say here. It was nice meeting you, and I hope you come back to visit us. Johnny, I can't wait till the case start because the real truth, the truth gonna come out. Only thing I would say, I think he will get the death penalty. I think he'll be in there for life, but they're gonna probably try to get some. Yeah, that's what the dude had said. Ooh, I didn't know I had that stuck up there, y'all. Why y'all didn't tell me I had that up there at the top? That's what he said. Ugh. Did y'all read what he said? I didn't know it was stuck up there on the thing up there. Ugh. Nasty. How long that been up there, Frank? Why you tell me that thing had been up there? I would have been booed that thing got whipping up there. But yeah, these flowers are for you here. Because over here, we believe in giving people their flowers. We believe in giving people their flowers while they're here. And thank you for visiting. And I'm finna go get your link and let people connect with you. Like I said, a lot of people don't have channel. Well, just in case you decide one day I might want to get me a channel, you'll have some people. Because I know how it is when you first start on a channel, boy. Woo-woo. It ain't easy. Oh, you did. Ooh. I don't even want to repeat what he said. It was something was stuck somewhere. Mm-hmm. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, First Lady. The first thing I thought of with the name for Michelle Obama. Yep, that's our First Lady right now. Well, I be calling her serious. But yeah, she one of my troopers over here. She's one of my members over here. She been with me for a minute. Frank, we got Frank in the chat. We got Lewis. We had Miss Key in here. She probably live. I don't know. We had a couple of people that come through. Sass, we got her in here. If you want to connect with some of those guys, I'm sure they'll support back if they see where you hit the button. But yeah, y'all, I'm about to get on off of here. But yeah, thank you for that heart. But yes, the holidays are coming, y'all. We went 9 days before the holidays. Everybody try to be safe out there. Tomorrow is Wellness Wednesday, so y'all know I always come back and share some awareness and talk about some things. This weather, it's been cold the last couple of days. It really have. And then it seemed like my throat was trying to bother me too. I said, oh, Lord, I don't need to catch no cold. But yeah, so look, I'm like the old folks. I rubbed down last night. So my throat feel a little bit, you know how the old folks used to say, I rubbed down with me some big sass last night. I read in New York Times that Barack Obama and Michelle were going to visit Rob on the day. Yeah, I saw that. You know how sometimes you see stuff, you don't know if it be real. Wow. So they was friends, I see. Because they both made a statement and he ain't even under the president. He did better than the president did. That man talking about that man gonna call this man deranged and he was bad for the country. You gonna say this about this man? This man just got stabbed. Come on now. And see, like I said, I have friends that voted for Trump. I have people in my chat that voted for Trump. I can't get mad about people's views. Is that's what people that come to my chat. I don't know if anybody here voted for them, but I'm just saying people shouldn't get up mad about people's views and who they vote for because they have that right to vote for who they wanted to. But that man, there's something wrong with him. There's something wrong with that man, y'all. For him to say that about that man, he didn't say that about his wife, but he did say something about him. But both of them gone. Talking about he wasn't good for the country because he said that something about the Democracy is bad up under this administration. So prove the people wrong. You say you running a good administration, prove the people wrong. Do your job. It's as simple as that. Right, y'all? But anyway, I enjoyed everybody. Like I said, we got 9 more days to Christmas. I just been doing some little odds and ends. About to wrap it on up. Anybody got anything else to say about what I talked about today? Like I said, it was a tragedy. It was really a tragedy, and I hope and pray for that son. Even though he did what he need prayer too, because I'm sure this boy gonna go through some stuff. You hear me? He gonna go through some stuff for killing his parents. All right, good to see you, Sasha. Keep up the good work, that girl. You be bundled up out there. I be seeing you. Yeah, y'all have a good night, and thank y'all for joining. And prayers, like I said, going out to the family. Thank you here for coming over, and I hope to see you again. I hope to see you again. And y'all want to connect with him, y'all can. I'm gonna go on and end this because I got me some soup waiting on me, y'all. I got some soup waiting on me. Whew, that's what I got. All right, you guys. Y'all continue to have a blessed night. Stay warm, stay safe, stay encouraged, and always stay what? Prayed up. All right, Parika. You was in here too. I've got my girl Parika was in here. Y'all make sure y'all check her out. There's a lot of us doing vlogmas this time of year. She be doing a lot of stuff for her community wall. Y'all make sure y'all check her out. She do a lot of the noise, like the sounds and different stuff. Very interesting. I hope your daughter doing okay, Parika. Hope your daughter doing okay. Y'all stay warm now. Woo. I know I'm trying to. These little achy bones. But y'all continue to stay blessed, stay encouraged, and always stay what? Prayed up. And until next time, bye-bye. And thanks for joining.